So here's our research problem. The daily allowances of students variance among individual. It is claimed that the average daily allowances of students is 100 pesos. A test was taken randomly among 20 students. We computed the mean is 87 pesos and the standard deviation is 38.36. Thus, the mean allowance of students is less than 100 pesos. Use 0.05 level of significance.
The given of the problem to get the hypothesis testing. Our sample mean X bar is 87. Our population mean is 100. The standard deviation of 38.36 and the sample size is 25. To get the hypothesis testing, follow the steps in a hypothesis testing.
Step 1. State the null and alternative hypothesis. The null hypothesis, the mean daily allowance of a random student is not different from 100 pesos as claimed by the daily allowance of students. The alternative hypothesis, the mean daily allowance of a random student is less.
Based on the problem, the level of the significance is already given. Alpha will be used to represent the level of the significance. Our level of the significance is 0.05.
Let's now proceed to step number 3. Compute the statistic. Since it is the population mean that is being tested and the variance is unknown and n is less than of 30, the appropriate test statistic is the t-test or t-table. Our formula is t is equals to sample mean minus or subtract the population mean over the standard deviation divided by the square root of sample size. Here, 87, which is our sample mean, minus 100, our population mean, over standard deviation of 38.36 divided by in 25, which is our sample size. 87 minus 100 is equals to negative 30 over 38.36 divided by the square root of 25, which is 5. Negative 13 over 38.36 divided by 5 is equals to 7.67. Negative 13 divided by 7.67 is equals to negative 1.69. So here is our answer.
Step 4. Finding the critical value. Since the t-table contains degree of freedom and area in one-tailed and two-tailed, we need to find those values first. Find the degree of freedom, where n is equal to sample size. Degree of freedom is equals to n minus 1. 25 minus 1 is equal to 24, since our sample size is 25. Since the alternative hypothesis is mu less than 100, then the one-tailed test should be used, since it is used the less than symbol. Using the t-table, locate degree of freedom 24 and alpha 0.05. In one-tailed test, we need to determine if it is left-tailed test or right-tailed test. Since the alternative hypothesis uses less than symbol, then we uses the left-tailed test, which is negative. Then the critical value, the result of the critical value is negative 1.711. It is one-tailed test, which is negative, and it is left-tailed. And our degree of freedom is 24.
Step 5. Conclusion. Since the computed test statistic t equals negative 1.69 falls within the rejection region. Behind the critical values, negative 1.711, reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis. This indicates that the average daily allowances of students is less than 100 pesos. This result is considered to be significant at A equals 0.05 level at 24 degrees of freedom.